Bungie is bringing one of its biggest properties to virtual reality. This is going to change VR forever.
This is clickbait, right?
In other news, Quest 3 has got its first sale ever. This is on the back of Quest 2 going out of stock. Meta has also announced you can get the Quest 3 financed $25 a month for 24 months. Are you excited to be locked into a contract with Meta?
No.
Yeah, that is the correct response to that. Samsung and Google just on the sly announced they're working on an XR device, probably virtual reality, but we don't know. What are you hoping for?
I'm hoping for something to release eventually.
Yeah, that is the level that we're at in the VR industry. Just something.
I'll take what you got.
Yeah. And there is a huge esports VR league that is doing a convention in just a week's time. We're going to give you all of the details on that. I'm pretty excited.
I am mildly excited.
Well, hello and welcome. Stop scratching.
Itchy. I'm so itchy. I'm itching to talk about VR. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's do it.
It's not
Let's do it.
contagious, is it?
I hope not.
Just do it again. Do it again.
You think it's so easy to do? Why don't you
All right,
try
I'll
it?
fucking do it then.
go.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Games v Reality, the podcast where you get all your VR news but none of your VR facts.
Yeah, you nailed that. That was the first time Beardy did an intro. How do you think you went?
I think I went perfectly.
Yeah, no facts here, but lots of subscribers. We had a huge week last week, you and I. We had one video get us over 100 subscribers, which is fantastic.
Except you didn't subscribe. I'm talking to you. Like and subscribe this video. We need the help.
Should we get into the first story?
We can if you
All
want.
right, do you remember the first story?
I don't, and I don't care.
Bungie is bringing one of their biggest properties to virtual reality. Have you heard about this?
No. Is it Halo? We're finally getting Halo VR.
Oh, yeah. You've been waiting for Halo VR for so long. Somebody was working on a mod for Halo VR.
They were.
And it just never materialized?
Yeah, never.
Did they get bought by Meta?
No. He got hired by Bungie. No, sorry, by 343. He's actually working on Halo now. As like he's like in charge of all of the.
So it's meant to be coming?
Oh no, it's cancelled. It's never coming. It's just that he's working for them now, so he can't make any of the stuff he was making.
Oh, he's making legitimate Halo.
Yeah, he's making the mod tools for the Master Chief Collection or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not the news. Bungie is working with Rec Room to bring Destiny 2 to the game.
Oh, great. You remember when Destiny had a crossover with Paul McCartney and how well that went? I just can't wait to see Paul McCartney in Rec Room.
My biggest regret is I didn't know that happened at the time. I only found about it like after the fact.
Wow.
But it's so bad.
Yeah, so now we're early to this story, so we get to see all of the cringe play out in real time. Is the demographic that plays Rec Room even compatible with the demographic that plays?
You know what? That is a great point, because when you see Fortnite get these weird deals, it's like Avengers, Spider-Man,
totally.
Other movie, but
Totally.
Destiny 2. I don't think Rec Room. There's not the Venn diagram is two separate pies,
Exactly.
and there's something else in between.
Yeah, totally. At least in Fortnite, you know that it's either 12-year-olds or the parents of 12-year-olds that are engaging in the crossovers.
I guess.
But with this, it's like
yeah. And coming next to Rec Room, Friday the 13th.
yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic. Can't wait for John Wick.
All right, okay. The Quest 3 had its first big sale. This is big news because the Quest 2 is out of stock on the Meta Store.
Yeah.
So they got their first sale. I checked on the Australian Amazon site, and it's also $100 cheaper, down from $903. Although, I think I paid $800 for the Quest 3. I just checked my invoices and stuff.
Yeah, wow.
So I think they added $100.
The good old Swifty price change.
Yeah, that is unconfirmed, but I did not pay $900 for my 112 gigabyte Quest 3. So.
And I will not be paying $900 for my next Quest, or $800, or even $700. Drop the price even more, please. Keep going.
All right, so I'm not from the US, so I'm getting this from Road to VR. They're saying Quest 3 is on sale on Amazon US right now for $430. That's a saving of $70 MSRP. And they also say that's cheaper than if you were to get a refurbed Quest 3. Which, would you get a refurbed Quest 3?
Yeah, I guess I would. Wait a minute. This means that we're not getting a Quest 3 S Slim Lite Pro, whatever, right? Why the fuck would they do this right now if they're gonna?
No, I don't think that's true. I think there's no Quest 2s to sell. Amazon has their Amazon Prime Day sales and stuff like that. So I think this is just marketing for them.
Okay,
They got to
okay.
put the Quest 3 on sale at some point.
I guess they do. You would just expect them to. Yeah, I don't know what I expect.
And like this time of year is not the time of year that people buy these luxury items. It's Christmas time. You're spending all this money, so it makes sense for them to just sort of bump up.
Yeah,
sales
if
a
we're
little
going
bit.
by last year's logic, people are they're all about to be fired in the lead up to Christmas. So maybe that's why they're putting the sales out.
But that is a good point. Obviously, the Quest 3 Lite, or whatever we end up calling it, is around the corner. So a lot of people are like weighing up, do I buy this now when it's cheaper? Because it's probably not going to be on sale again.
No, especially if they've got a competing, slightly cheaper headset coming up maybe next year.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, or well, a week before, Meta announced that you can now finance a Quest 3. So you can get 0% financing. It's $25 US a month, only available in the US. And it's eligible people. So I don't think it's just anyone could order
So you're
these.
applying for a mortgage, but it's for your Quest at this point, right?
Yeah.
For your virtual
Well,
home.
it's basically exactly the same as what a phone plan will be.
Sure.
It's $25 a month for 24 months.
Okay.
Now, that costs more than what a Quest 3 would cost.
Did you say 25 a month?
Yeah.
Okay, you were saying 25 a week to me when you told me this before.
Oh, the
I'm like,
25 a week
fucking
is
25 a week.
That's not,
Man, I don't have to. What the?
No, it's $25 a month for 24 months. That's more than what a Quest 3 would cost. That's for the for the smaller version.
Sure.
I think it's 35 for the larger version.
Okay.
But along with that, you also get their extended warranty.
Yep.
And you also get access to their equivalent of Xbox Game Pass. So
cool.
there's a bunch of games that you'll have access to play every month, plus new titles as it goes along.
Nice.
So it's not the best deal in the world, but it's
It's a deal.
Yeah.
You should
And
take
it's
it.
making it affordable for a bunch of people that would not be able to buy
Totally.
this.
I guess if there's more options to buy the headset, then that's good for those people that need those options.
Yeah, it's like, it is pretty much a mobile deal, and people are very comfortable getting their mobile phones on a 24-month plan.
Yep.
And I'd say the Quest 3 is going to last 2 years.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think it's a pretty good investment.
Yeah.
On that level.
Yeah, totally.
I personally wouldn't do it, but does it make it slightly more appealing for you, or are you completely indifferent?
I'm completely indifferent because I'm just I want to buy it outright in case I want to like sell the controllers or something like that. And that is my question here as well, is like what happens if part of this breaks? Does it like reset the plan or something like that? Like what are you doing?
That's a good question. So it does come with Meta's extended warranty.
Yep.
Which is normally $40.
Yep.
So over that 2 year period, if it breaks, you would be able to get it repaired.
Okay.
But during that repair period, when you don't have your Quest,
No.
would you be reimbursed?
Probably not. Yeah, because stick drift starts to happen, I feel like, under 12 months, depending on the controller and stuff.
Depending
so
on the user too.
does,
I never get stick drift.
You never use your sticks.
I never use the sticks. So on the Vive ones, I did get a little bit, but nothing too major.
I used to get that all the time.
But with my Quest 2 and Quest 3, I've never had any troubles. You get trouble all the time.
Yeah, I do. And honestly,
It's heavy thumbs.
it's like a real heavy thumbs. But like personally for me, if I was going to get a Quest 3 at any time in the near future, I would want to be using it with Quest 2 controllers, literally, because if you fucking look at this, right? This doesn't have the rings on it. How do I put down my controller? It's by using the rings. I can't put this down on any kind of surface. So yeah, I don't care.
I will say we've had talks about this off air, but I personally think the older Quest trackers are better because it's easy for the Quest to see them.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of media.
Yep.
So I'm sitting on the couch, I put the controller down, and the Quest can't see them anymore because there's no rings.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Even in the dark with your base station turned on.
Yeah, sitting in the dark. You stayed up and watched Samsung Galaxy Unpacked last week.
It was my favorite. I totally stayed up for the whole thing and loved it and totally watched it. And I also know what that is and what you're talking about. So
for sure.
go on.
All right, okay. It's the big event where Samsung unveils all of their newest crap.
Sure.
The big thing this year was they have a ring. Are you excited for the Samsung Galaxy ring or whatever?
A ring? Like a ring I have to wear?
Oh, you wear the ring, yeah.
I guess I am. Is that different to the controllers that we saw the other week that had a ring?
No, it is different. This is like a fit ring. It like tracks everything about your life.
Okay.
And subtly incepts your brain and suggests products for you to buy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Something for me to lose.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You want to spend $500 for something you'll probably lose.
Definitely.
But during this big event, they had one of the muckety mucks from Google there, and they announced that they're both working on an XR product. Now, XR is the catch-all term for augmented reality, mixed reality, virtual reality.
Yep.
So we don't know what the product is, but they're both mobile phone people, so we're guessing it's probably glasses, maybe?
Okay. Do you think they're telling this to their investors as well? We don't know what this is, but it's something.
Yeah,
You should pay us.
That's 100% it. I don't think they mentioned AI in the whole discussion.
Oh, great. Well, look, that's
But Google was there to talk about AI. That's why they were
I see. Well, they had that covered.
Yeah. So this is coming from Tech Radar. A lot of other people have covered that as well. They say, in an almost blink and you'll miss it moment, Google reaffirmed its XR platform plans. Samsung president and head of mobile said that the fruits of Samsung and Google's XR partnership are coming this year. So they might announce something this year. And also, Google usually announces stuff in September. That's when they do their new Pixels and stuff like that.
The fruits?
That's what you got out of that whole statement?
Well, yeah.
This is like a industry-defining moment in history.
They're trying to announce that something is coming out, and all they've described it so far is that the fruits are coming.
Yeah,
I want to know what it is. All I know is that the apple is coming, right? And the apple's already come, and it's not all that good.
The
So,
apple
like,
came and gone.
yeah, that's right. So, what's the fruits, Samsung? Tell me.
Tech Radar says maybe they're talking about a VR platform, much like Meta Horizon OS or Apple OS.
Everyone's
that
favorite.
could be the big announcement.
Yep.
And if that's the case, I think that's really bad news for Meta, because the first thing people will learn to do as soon as Google releases an Android OS for virtual reality,
Tell me.
they're gonna sideload that operating system onto Quests.
That's a good point. Never thought about that. Yeah, I guess.
If Google released a virtual reality platform,
Yep.
and you could sideload it onto your Quest, every single app you have on your Android phone is now compatible with the Quest. And one of the biggest problems is Discord doesn't have an app.
Yeah, no, you're right. Spotify.
We just had all this
no
trouble
app.
with Netflix
Yep.
getting compatible with the web browser. You could just download the app.
Yeah, totally.
The whole entire back catalog of every Play Store, everything, would be available to you if Google did this. I personally don't think that's probably what's going to happen because Samsung has no money in that game.
No, I guess not.
I think it will be a hardware device.
Yep.
Samsung does screens.
Yep.
And mobile phones. So it makes sense to me. I think it'll be glasses that can connect to your phone.
He's hoping.
Here's hoping. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Do you think that this is going to be a competitor to the Apple Vision Pro, or do you think this is a competitor to a Meta Quest or something like that?
I think Tech Buzz is talking about it being an Apple Vision Pro competitor.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yep.
And if it was, they're probably really sweating right now because
Sure.
they've seen how the Apple Vision Pro has released.
Sure.
I think if Google was going to do anything, they would take the Meta approach, which they did with Cardboard, which is cheaper, more accessible VR.
Yeah, but we're forgetting the major player here, right?
Yeah.
Which is Google Glass. Google's previous attempt at AR.
Well, that was people got to forget about Google Glass.
I haven't forgotten. I fucking know it's still there.
But the thing about Google is they're this weird. They're so big that people are separated from everything, and your entire goal when you work at Google is just to launch a product.
Sure.
And you don't care about anything else except for launching. That's why this Google AI Gemini stuff is the big thing right now. They just want to launch it, and once it's launched, they'll forget about it in a week.
I see. Collective memory of a 3-year-old.
Pretty much. So who knows? In September, they're going to announce something. It's going to have no impact on VR, and we'll move on.
So it's clickbait. Why the hell are we talking about this? What is this? Why are we talking about this nonsense right now?
Because it makes you angry.
I guess. It's not even an enterprise headset. That's my question. Where's the enterprise headset, Google? Tim's given me one.
Hey, I looked at our analytics for our... Hey, I was looking at our statistics for people who watch this channel, and did you know 95% of people aren't subscribed?
We need more subscribers. We've been trying to do this call to action for so long now. It's not even happening. It's not even worth the subscribers. Just subscribe. Please subscribe. 95% aren't subscribed. All right, we need some subscriptions. Thank you.
On the 20th and 21st of this month, a VRML Con is happening. This is 4 different esports league are having a big convention, and they're all going to have semifinals and finals and all kinds of crazy stuff. You have worked with one of the teams that are going to the Onward part of this esports thing, so we thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about it.
Totally. Yeah, my old team that I used to play with in Onward, Proteus, they're going to play at the convention, and they're actually handing out business cards as well, which is fantastic, that have our little podcast on it. Isn't that fucking top notch?
It's very sweet. They offered to hand out business cards. So this is a physical convention, first of all. It's happening in Texas, is that right?
No, Denver in Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
I don't know where you've got Texas from.
I don't know. They're all American.
Yeah, damn Americans.
Yeah. But it's going to be happening July 20 is the first day, Saturday. Onward is in the morning. You and I played Onward a whole bunch early competitive scene. We've done the whole VRML thing.
We have.
We were the only Australian team in the country.
We were. That's right. That's totally right. Yeah. Like otherwise we had to get up at 2 a.m. to play against the Americans.
Yeah, people hated playing against us because of that ping. That's going to be happening in the morning, and then Veil VR is happening in the afternoon. I got into Veil quite a bit. You played a little bit. You didn't get into it as much.
I did.
But it is a much more like a CSGO style, plant bomb style competitive league.
That's right.
And they have had a big last 12 months. Their player numbers have been shooting through the roof. They had a really good sale, and they had a big update that added a whole bunch of features and quality of life stuff. The devs have been really open about how happy they are with the player base. So I'm kind of keen to see the competitive side of this.
Totally. And when we engaged with VRML last, we were just playing Onward. Well, at this point now, there's 3 VR shooters on the market that are also having VRML participation, and so there's a lot more eyes on this, and there's a lot more to do in the VRML scene now.
Yes,
which is really cool.
So that's on the Saturday. On the Sunday, X8 is doing a competition. They're their season finals. That's at 11 a.m.
Nice.
You've never played X8
No,
before.
I saw screenshots for it in this announcement, and I really wanted to check it out.
Yeah, well, it's free. You can get it on the Quest for free. I chucked it on my Quest. I checked it out. It's basically CSGO with heroes.
Yep.
So you've got a few different heroes you can pick from. They all have an ultimate that they can use. But you can deploy turrets, you can throw grenades. It looked really interesting.
Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So Onward is like instant kill. If you get shot once, you're basically down.
That's right.
X8 has a lot longer time to kill, so it's a lot more of that sort of classical competitive shooter kind of deal. And then at 3 p.m. is the sweatiest of the sweaty games to be in an esport, and that's Breaches.
Oh, of course.
Now, you played a bit of Breaches too.
I did. It's fine. It's good. Like, as a Rainbow Six style game, there's a lot to do, and there's a lot to like plan your approach and stuff. It just didn't really grab me at the time. But Proteus, the team I used to play Onward with, they have a lot of strategies that they run every week in Breaches and stuff.
I've casted Onward matches before, and it's heaps of fun, but it's also real fun watching casted matches because like crazy stuff happens. They're shooters, but they're in VR, so it's real people doing real stuff, and it's, I don't know, it's a whole lot of dynamics that isn't there in a normal shooter.
Totally.
So if you want to find out more information, just Google VRML Con. It will pretty much take you straight to the site you need to go to.
A big shout out to Miggy for setting us up with the information on VRML Con and printing out those business cards.
Yeah, it was really cool to get the support from Mig and all of Proteus. And if you'd like to support Proteus, go to proteusvr.net and check out their website. Maybe ask them for a business card.
Yeah, do it. They make really good business cards. And I'll be watching them to see if they win this week, which will be really nice.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching the Onward one. I think it matches our time pretty good. It'll be like 7 p.m. our time on Sunday.
Yeah,
so
cool.
That's great.
Cool.
Or Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. I think that's all the news we have. Do you have any news?
I've got no news. I've got literally nothing this week. Absolutely nothing at all.
But later in the week, we are going to be doing a bonus episode. We're going to be talking about some UEVR stuff. You tried a couple of games this week?
Yes, I've been trying to play lots of games in UEVR. So
we're going to talk about the ones that worked and the ones that didn't work. Also, Resident Evil 8 VR, we're going to be doing a review. You've been playing it for a few weeks. You finished it?
Yes, I have finished it completely.
So we're going to be doing an in-depth review. If you haven't already, subscribe to get those videos.
Do it. Subscribe. Please. Please.
You don't come across desperate at all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.